What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing means putting information into your own words. Did you know that you can actually paraphrase a word, a phrase, a sentence, a paragraph, or a whole passage? We paraphrase a word by choosing a synonym. Instead of saying pretty, I might say attractive or gorgeous. For a phrase, instead of saying the lovely sketches, I might say the pretty drawings. For a sentence such as, I will improve my exam scores in the next quarter, I might say, in the next 9 weeks, I will work to get better grades on my test. To paraphrase a paragraph, we will use the paraphrasing strategy, WRAP, from the University of Kansas Center for Research on Learning. It has 3 simple steps. R, we're going to read a paragraph. A, we're going to ask, what is the main idea? What are the details? P, I'm going to put the main idea and details into my own words. Let me model for you how to use WRAP with an excerpt from an article titled, A New Home from the Time for Kids March 23, 2018 issue. The first thing that I do is write WRAP on the side of my paper so that I can check off the steps. Now let's read a paragraph. But unlike some animals, dolphins born in captivity can't simply be placed in the wild. They're born without the instincts that tell them how to survive there. Their mothers teach them what to eat, how to hunt, and how to stay safe. Humans cannot recreate these lessons. We humans don't know how to teach them to be wild dolphins, Rose says. So, I've read the paragraph and I can check off that step. Now we're going to do the A. We're going to ask, what is the main idea? What are the details? After reading the paragraph, I'm going to ask some questions and attempt to find those answers in the paragraph. First of all, what is the topic? Well, the paragraph is about dolphins. So that is my topic, and I'm actually going to put a T there. What is the main idea? What does it tell me about the topic? Well, I see right there in the very first sentence that dolphins born in captivity can't simply be placed in the wild. And the rest of the paragraph gives details about this sentence. I can assume that this is the main idea. So I'm going to underline that and put an MI beside it. So what are the details that support or prove the main idea? First, they're born without the instincts that tell them how to survive there. So we're going to underline that. Also, their mothers teach them what to eat, how to hunt, and how to stay safe. So that is going to be another detail. I'm going to put detail 1 by the first one, D1, D2 by the second. There is a third detail, and that is that humans cannot recreate those lessons. So I'm going to underline that one also and put a D3 for third detail. I've identified the main idea and 3 supporting details about the main idea. With that done, I can check the A step off and move on. Now, last, we're going to do the P, paraphrase. This really is the meat of the paraphrasing strategy, where I'll take those main ideas and details I just found and put them into my own words. Let's do that with the main idea first. Dolphins born in captivity can't simply be placed in the wild. Okay? So if they're in captivity, I'm thinking they're in aquariums. They've been born there, they've been bred there, and they can't be placed back in the wild. But what do I do with the wild? How about the ocean environment, their natural habitat? So my paraphrasing of this main idea would be, dolphins who are born and bred in aquariums can't be placed back in the ocean, their natural habitat. As you can see, my sentence is longer than the previous one. Paraphrasing something doesn't always mean keeping it short. It simply means putting it into your own words. Since each of us is different, some paraphrases might be longer than others. Once I've paraphrased my main idea, I need to check if it's correct. There are 3 criteria to follow. The information is correct, the information is in your own words, and the information makes sense. I can remember these criteria by writing COM on my paper. I'll look at my original main idea sentence, Dolphins born in captivity can't simply be placed in the wild. I haven't added any new ideas to my paraphrase or stated my opinion, and this is the main idea of the paragraph. So, it is correct. I'm going to put a check beside the C. The information is in your own words is the O. Have I reused any words in the sentence? I've reused dolphins, but that's the topic, so it's okay. I've used born, placed, and a few articles, yes, but I've added my own words around each of these, so it's okay. Instead of wild, I used ocean and natural habitat. And instead of captivity, I said aquariums. So I can check off the O. M. Does the information make sense? Does this sentence read strangely? No, it flows. Is it clear what my point is? Yes, so my paraphrase makes sense. Now I will paraphrase the details. Dolphins who are bred and born in aquariums can't be placed back in the ocean, their natural habitat. When they are born, they don't have natural impulses to know how to live in the ocean. Their mothers teach them how to survive. The dolphins' human caregivers can't teach them these skills. Before we determine if this is a good paraphrase, let's go through the 3 criteria again, sentence by sentence. When they are born, they don't have natural impulses to know how to live in the ocean. Is this correct? Yes. It's a detail that supports the main idea. Is this in my own words? I replaced instincts with natural impulses and survive in the wild with live in the ocean. So yes. Does it make sense? Yes. Their mothers teach them how to survive. Is this correct? Yes, it's a detail about the main idea. Is it in my own words? Well, I replaced must teach them what to eat and how to hunt and how to stay safe with how to survive. So yes. Does it make sense? Yes, so I'm good. The dolphins' human caregivers can't teach them these skills. Is this correct? Yes. Is it in my own words? Well, I did replace humans with human caregivers, cannot recreate with can't teach, and finally lessons with skills, so we're good to go. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Great, we have a newly paraphrased paragraph. When paraphrasing, it's important to follow the I do, we do, you do teaching sequence. I do. The teacher explicitly models the strategy for students, doing a think aloud so students can see and hear how to use the strategy. We do, involving students in using the strategy as a whole class. And then you do. Students independently or with a partner practice using the strategy. This will ensure that students can use it successfully and allows the teacher to correct misunderstandings. Let's review. To paraphrase means putting an author's information in my own words. We have successfully paraphrased a paragraph using the paraphrasing strategy with RAP. Read a paragraph, ask what are the main ideas, what are the details, and then put the information in my own words. This is a great strategy when students are expected to demonstrate understanding of a text. As well, students have better retention of information when they know how to paraphrase effectively.